Hello, today is 10/18 of 24, and I am here with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. It is 11 o'clock. I haven't had my coffee yet, but I am getting ready to make my first meal of the day. And while it is cooking, I will go ahead and make my coffee. So, yesterday I made salmon cakes. I'll link to that video. And I have two leftover cakes. And I've decided that I'm going to kind of change up the flavor profile of these. They were good yesterday, but they could be better. So that's what I'm going to try and do today. I have greased my air fryer. I've got my two salmon cakes. So for the flavors that I want to add, I just want to add some Old Bay seasoning. Yesterday I talked about like adding some garlic and onion powder, but I feel like I don't know, this will be even better. So I'm just going to sprinkle some on each side of both of my cakes. There we go. And then I'll get those into my air fryer. And I think they cook for about 8 minutes. And while that's happening, I'm going to make my coffee, but I'm also going to make myself a sauce to go with it because I did find that they were a bit dry, which tends to happen with salmon. So I want to add a little bit of sauce to kind of help it to not be so dry and to add a bit more flavor. So it's going to be a spicy sauce. I'm using some mayonnaise, about a tablespoon of mayonnaise, and then some hot sauce, some sriracha, and I want to add a little bit of water too, just because I don't want it to be really thick. So I want to thin it out a bit by adding some water to it. Yeah, I think that's probably a pretty good consistency. Okay, so I'm gonna let those cook. I'm gonna make my coffee, and I'll be back. So after about a minute of cooking, I remembered that I was supposed to spray them with olive oil spray. So I did that, and they turned out looking delicious. So I'm gonna give these a try. I'm gonna try just the crab cake first, and then I'll try it with some of the sauce. They definitely have more flavor, so I am glad for that. But again, they are dry. So I'm going to try a bit of the sauce with it. Yeah, and that definitely helps. And I like the added flavor from that hot sauce too. I think it's really, really good. So this will be a great first meal that's going to be packed with protein plus my coffee. It is 4:30 and I am preparing my second meal of the day. So I am going to try another Kevin's Natural Foods meat or protein. So this one I hadn't tried because it was a little higher in carbs. It has seven carbs with five sugars per serving, and I usually eat 1.5 servings. So that was a little higher in carbs when I really was trying to keep my carbs like at 20 or below. But now I am fine with them being at 35, so I want to give this one a try. It's got 20 proteins per serving, and like I said, I'll eat a serving and a half, so that'll give me 30 protein for today. It's got 3.5 fats and 600 sodium, so that's going to be good for getting my sodium up, and it is low fat. I'll probably have to add some fat later, but I'm actually kind of excited about that because my calories are going to be a little low, my fat's going to be a little low, so I thought I might make myself a dessert tonight. But first, I'm going to start with just my dinner. So I usually have cooked these on my stovetop, but today I've decided that I'm going to try them in my microwave. So the directions say to kind of break the pieces up just by like kind of massaging the pouch and then opening it and draining the liquid from the pouch. So I've got my strainer here. I'm going to put it in the sink and I will drain this into it. All right, so I have placed it into the tray that it was provided and kind of spread it out, and then I'm supposed to cook it for a minute in my microwave. All right, so per the instructions, I'm supposed to drain any liquid that has built up in here, so I'm going to do that. And then kind of spread it around again. And then I'm supposed to add the sauce and cook it for another 1 to 2 minutes covered. And I'm just going to stir it up so we get that sauce all over all of the meat. Okay, so it says to cook it for 1 to 2 minutes. I think I'm going to cook it for one, and then not only will I check it, but I'll also stir it. And then I can, cook it for a little bit longer. Maybe it'll only be like 30 seconds. I'm not sure. And while that is warming up, I'm going to get some coleslaw mix in a bowl. Um, I thought about using some konjac rice for some texture, but I have this, kind of in my fridge. I need to get it used up anyway. And I really like the idea of having like some good crunch there in with this. So I don't know. I just really think that this is going to be very, very delicious to have with this meal. So that's what I'm going to have. I did make some rice for my husband. That's what he's going to have with this meal. All right, I'm going to give this a try. Yeah, that's good. The flavor is really good of that sauce. The chicken is good. The chicken's pretty much always good from Kevin's Natural Foods. Um, Again, it's like nothing spectacular, but it is a quick meal. It's well cooked. It's not overcooked now that I have like reheated it. The sauce is very good. Um, I think to make this a complete meal for me, I need some additional toppings like maybe some mint or some diced cucumber, which I think I have, or like some chopped up or crushed peanuts, just to kind of like round it all out for me. I do like to have some additional toppings on this kind of a meal, but it's very, very good, and I'm looking forward to eating the rest of it. I had a cinnamon biscuit with icing tonight. So I will link to the video of me making that so you can see that recipe. So I had that, and then I had some popcorn mostly because I just needed to get a bit more fat in and I didn't want any more calories. So, I mean, it was 100 calories, but that's kind of my easiest way to get more fat and not a ton of calories in. So I ended up with about 1,400 calories. My protein is 144, fantastic. My net carbs is 37, also great. My fat is about 63, so that's okay. And then my sodium is about 3,600. So I had a pretty great day today. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.